Hey Cancer, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from June 7th through the 9th, 2024. This is for Cancer. Last shuffle here for Cancer. Let's see what's going on. Cancer, we have travel and we have intuition and manifestation. Travel is talking about something that's going to happen. Whatever this is, whatever happens, it's like you guys, the spirit's kind of telling you you've been through enough, or all of y'all have been through enough when travel comes here, this event energy. It's like, yeah, um, there's some, yeah, there's stress. The stress can, okay. The thing is that there's something about traveling. Now, you could literally be traveling. You could literally be taking a trip. You could be literally, quite, traveling basically. But then again, if it's not traveling for many of you, this would be. I mean, I know it's summertime almost, just about. Probably is. Uh, yeah, but yeah, around the time that they were either, yeah. So Nine of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, Five of Cups, Queen of Pentacles with travel tells me what's. Some of you are worried about coming together with others, imagining the worst, or feeling like things will change rapidly. You may be worried that things will just shift out of nowhere. You may want to let bygones be bygones, and others may also want that as well. That's what you want anyway. You're like, we both want to, you know, wipe the slate clean, or, move on and make great memories, and like that, there's many different things we could possibly be doing other than stressing each other out and breaking each other's hearts. Not necessarily, like, this is not necessarily romantic. Okay, this is friendship. These are all these connections where, we would want to be on the same page in a sense, right? I mean, with any connection, you want to at least be on the same page about what that connection is. It doesn't have to be just in a romantic sense. That's in anything. You don't go to the gas station and the person at the register, is, they're not all of a sudden berating you like a parent, kind of vibe. Or not that parents should always be berating you, but they don't just automatically, uh, you know what I mean? So it's like we have an agreement about how this exchange goes. You can take my money, you're pleasant, I'm pleasant, I take my change, or I pay, and out, And so they're showing that you are trying to create a situation here, right? With the intuition and manifestation, Hermit and Two of Cups. Like, you're like, look, we all should be on the same page here. We both should be, um, wise about that. Look back over how things went and see what works for us and what doesn't. And we should be able to come to an agreement, like adults, right? Mature adults. And so with this travel, though, the Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, that energy is like, you know, we don't want to revisit this because it was stressful. It changed everything, right? We're nurturers or something here. There might be something, because the Two of Cups with all this is saying that this is equally as troubling. So I'm seeing a worry or fear that no matter how valiant your efforts are, that things could easily shift right on back into that space. So, like, if you're traveling or going on a trip, this would be that vibe of like, man, things could change. First, we're having fun, we're all helping each other, we're all feeding each other, and then we're back at odds with each other. Because the wheel could change before, transformation, Page of Wands, and then we're stuck with each other kind of vibe. But Page of Wands and Three of Swords with this transformation, geez, and it's another change energy. It's saying the same, basically. Well, it's not saying the same thing, but the change is that things could go from healed to healing again. And by that I mean, like, it's healed, we fix this, and then we could go right back into the phase of like, dang, we have to heal from something else we regret. We've done something else, or something else has occurred that now we are stressed out about. The change is acting impulsively on sadness instead of acting impulsively on trying to heal the situation, exploring other avenues. It's like almost as though someone wasn't really exploring all possibilities. They were just like, well, this is fiery energy, page one. It's like, well, that's how I felt. I was worried and it hurt my feelings, so I did what I normally would do, right? I changed that. I'm not going to be sad anymore. Now I'm in control of, or there's some vibe of that. And then we're saying, all I want to do is just let's learn from the past and let's try to come to an agreement or some kind of common goal here. The change, though, it looks like the cycles that people are starting to really weigh out other options. So what you're manifesting is coming true, you know. And you have a creative endeavor with the Judgment and Knight of Pentacles. So it's almost as though like everyone, it's not successfully. I can't say successfully, but the thing is that they're starting to realize what their actions, like what they did, to contribute to things, and this is everyone doing it, right? Um, I want to say this. So, say this is occurring for you, and everyone's sitting around and they're talking, or not everyone, right? It could be just you and another person. This could be because it keeps showing like a travel of like there's a conversation here for sure. But say this occurs for you this weekend, because events sometimes are fluid. Like this could be talking about an event that has already occurred or one that's coming up a lot of times when this comes up, but they're just setting you up today for it. Like today will be the day that changes the energy of this event that comes up in a week or a month, right? So that's sometimes why this comes out. But what they're saying is the when this happens, they want you to be in a place of it's like the common goal. Don't allow anyone to wallow in like the worry kind of part. It's like don't indulge in that aspect of the conversation of the aspect of conversation where it's like I'm in a bad place, I did something wrong, if they were to talk about not blame shifting, but like sadness, hurts or anything like that, they want you to shift the conversation around, or especially if you're starting to notice that it's going in the wrong direction. Don't feed the monster of that part of the conversation. They want you to be the hopeful one, right? Like it's all still possible. I mean, maybe just don't do that anymore, kind of thing. Like, okay, well, that sounds terrible. Just don't do that anymore. How about that? Or maybe you could approach that differently then, you know? No shame or blame in that. There's no need to be ashamed or embarrassed. Let's just be like, you know what? I know now that is not effective with this person or that person. I hope I'm making sense because it's like the way that they showed me, then they took it away and they threw that one in. I was on speaking about something else and then they go, no, 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 no. Say this, that you're manifesting connection. You're manifesting everyone being wise, and really looking back at how they behave, taking accountability. But I would not harp on the accountability aspect of things if you were asked to speak or if you were standing there and had to say something. I would just, it's almost like put time and effort more into the aspects of like, well, I'm glad that we have an understanding at least, and that we could do better in the future, not to keep harping on what was done. I hope I'm making sense because it's like it's the words are escaping. So I'm like, I guess that's the only part of the story. They're like, that's enough. Just okay. Yeah. So anyhow, you could be dealing with a Virgo, a Sagittarius, very strongly. Those two. We also have Aries or Leo, Capricorn, Taurus. So you could be dealing with the Leo Virgo cusp. You could be a Cancer Leo cusp or a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.